Considering what's gone on in San Jose a little bit, is this the biggest game of the year for both teams, Edmonton, Anaheim?
I don't know how you put the label of the biggest game of the year, because when we move on tomorrow and then to the next game, we'll continue to use that cliche and that saying. But in the present, it's a very big game for us, a big game for them. This time of year, there isn't a casual night. There's no comfort. We talked about that before.
Todd, I look at this team, and obviously from last year to this year, a lot of changes, a lot of improvements. Your goals against is top 10 in the league. You guys, your point improvement. Is there one thing that stands out for you as a coach that you take the most pride in, or that is the most impressive to you that this team has improved upon?
Well, the word team, I think, has been the most impressive thing. That covers all the areas, all the systems. The buy-in from the group, not that it wasn't there last year, but they're starting to believe in each other a lot more now, and they're buying into what they need to do on a nightly basis. And the reward's been there more often than not. So the ability to stay together as a team, not go off on their own program, not wander when it's not going good, has been the most impressive. Statistically, I think when we started, we were 85, 88 goals in the hole 2 years ago, and we've been able to narrow that down and erase a lot of it. We had some targets that we wanted to hit. We're not there yet, but we believe we're improving as a team and an organization. We want to keep that going.
The recent homestand brought a wide variety of games, and I'm wondering whether you felt like it was a good dry run for what you might see down the stretch. An ability to score a lot when you needed to score, and an ability to lock it down when you needed to do that.
Yeah, it presented a number of different moments and types of games. Special teams varied a lot from night to night. The scores, the frustration early in the in the homestand. The ability to crawl through that and end up with a pretty good record coming out of that was something we were happy with. But I do think that stand, the variables that were presented to us will help us down the stretch, yes.
And again, is this because it's a big, heavy team you're playing against, or are you seeing now that Greiba could be a regular every game?
Well, we believe he can be a regular every game.
As opposed to Benning, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, we think we have 7 that can play any night, any given night, and there's different reasons for playing different players. One thing that Eric's very good at is penalty killing, I believe, and he provides a strong foundation in that area. He's good around the blue paint, and that's an area that we've got to polish up. We've talked about that numerous times over the past 2 weeks. It's slowly getting better, but he plays a big part in it. We'll make some game decisions as we go on, or some lineup decisions later on tonight.
Todd, this is such an impactful game. I feel guilty even bringing it up, but will score metrics dictate anything with respect to the unique challenge of this particular back-to-back when you know you're going to have a real challenge of losing an hour and a late arrival and that sort of thing? Any sort of score, would it dictate how you do things in this game?
I can't answer that question because it's hypothetical. Who knows what's going to happen?
So just manage tonight and worry about tomorrow.
Play the game. Yeah, we're living today, and we're parking this game after we play it. Again, we've talked about that. Win, lose, draw, tie, play well, play poorly. It gets parked and you move on. So I'm not even thinking about tomorrow. We'll worry about that later on.
This is the #1 face-off team in the league. Do you look at this as a bigger challenge, or do you look at it? You've won lots of games lately where you haven't won the face-offs, and you've won some by when the other team beat you badly.
We've actually, numerically have improved over the past 7, 8 games. Now maybe that's because you're at home and there's different situations. I don't know, but we've improved numerically. But as far as playing against teams that are higher up than us in the face-off standings, that happens every night because we're at the bottom. So the challenge here is that they are #1. They win more than they lose. They've got 3 very, very strong centermen that can win in any situation. So, we probably don't get as many offensive opportunities off it, and we're going to have to be sharp defensively with coverages and whatnot in case we do lose. But not a dramatic change in our approach to the game.